I've always been a problem solver. I'm the type of person who feels like if something comes up, we can find a way to solve it. But for me, I find myself, getting into rabbit holes and not being able to get out of them. I try to, at times, just accomplish more than is probably feasible when you have a schedule, like most principals do. My students come in with very limited English language skills. And so my aspiration is ensuring that my students become better writers and speakers.
I was on the ship sailing across the ocean.
School Retool, and specifically the hacking process, has helped me to do that in a way that feels less daunting. So, I can try something out very quickly and learn from it very quickly, and the consequences are not huge. Wisdom Writers is a hack that I'm doing with my 4th and 5th grade English language arts teacher. And she has been a key part in this project for me. She jumped right on board and has definitely been a thought partner for me throughout the whole process.
My main concern was time and thinking about getting through all the other pieces of the day.
We didn't have an official writing block at all in our schedule this year. And so when you don't have a specific writing block and you're a teacher who wants to make sure you're still teaching kids writing and how to write well, it's very difficult because you're constantly pulled between needing to get through the content that you have to teach and wanting to teach students how to write. I would love for you to share this piece. And so we set out to find out, who our students are as writers and really to get them to learn to love writing. We initially just started by giving students notebooks.
We had asked them over spring break to show us what they could do, and unfortunately a lot of them had not written in their notebooks.
At first, when I got my journal, I thought that I wasn't going to write in it because I thought that I wasn't good at writing.
Once we kind of then had a class conversation about what we hope to see from them, and this is really their chance to shine, we had significantly more students.
We started to notice that students continued to write in the same genre over and over again.
Once we put a list of genres on the boards, something so simple, the variety of writing that we've seen from these students is phenomenal. That's what amazed me the most.
My mom is happy and sad.
One of the students who shared today just moved here at the beginning of the school year from Honduras.
He's sad because my father said that we are walking.
And came with no English.
But it's so far.
And a few months ago, she was in my office crying, and through an interpreter telling me that I just feel like I'm never going to learn English.
We are walking, said my brother. Yes, said my dad. But it's too far. Yes, I said the same, said my mom.
And then a month or two later, she's up here sharing a piece and doing all of this great writing in English. Period. Good job. You got it. I didn't have to tell you. Okay.
You need to be confident. I think wisdom writers help me to be creative and inspire me to write more stories and write more songs. Like, for example, my song, Confident, it helped me to go through hard times. You should believe in yourself. You should be confident. Wisdom writers helped me because when I made my first story, I thought it wasn't the most creative story I ever made. So once I made more stories, then I got better at writing.
Right now, my next step is really trying to figure out how do I bridge this gap. I have to find a way to maintain this love of writing that they have and figure out how to connect that into the classroom so that we can see the same love for writing happening every day in every class throughout this whole building.